Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. It is that time once again, and I'm catching up on movies from 2014 and still bringing you 2015 movies as well. And the one I've got to you today is Taken 3. Yes, who would have thought we would have 3 Taken movies? Once again, we've got Liam Neeson back as Brian Mills, as well as Famke Janssen as his wife, well, ex-wife, who's married to another guy, and Maggie Grace playing his daughter. And they're all back in Taken 3, where we have Brian Mills still kind of pining for his wife, but knows he can't be with her. She's unhappy with her marriage and regretting her decision for splitting up, and well, that regret comes to a head when one day Brian Mills finds his wife dead in, well, his ex-wife dead in his bedroom, and he is framed for the murder, and we watch him go on the run and try to figure out who framed him, all the while avoiding the law enforcement agent Frank Adulzer, played by Forrest Whitaker. Yes, if this sounds like the plot to The Fugitive, you'd be right. This was more like a Fugitive sequel than it really was a sequel to the Taken films. For one, no one gets taken. Well, except the life of his ex-wife, but still. Now, Liam Neeson kicks much ass. We know this, and he proves it here. In the action sequences where he's fighting hand-to-hand with folks, he's doing what he does best, kicking some major tail, and we love seeing him do that and seeing him on the run and out, smarting the cops and everything about his character. He really gets into and owns this character, and it's fun watching this character in action. The rest of the cast, well, Forrest Whitaker's the only other really standout performer in here. I love Forrest Whitaker. I'd watch him do almost anything. I think he needs more leading roles, but in here he makes the most of his Frank Adulzer character, and I really loved the play between him and Liam Neeson's character. There's some good chemistry there, and Forrest Whitaker just making the best and doing what he does best, which is act really well, which he does in a film that has a fairly weak script that seems like it plagiarized The Fugitive and is trying to make something out of really nothing with this. I mean, who would have really thought we'd have this as a franchise? Now, the first Taken was powerful, took everybody by surprise, loved it, strong. Liam Neeson showing he is a badass. And then 2 came around in suspension of disbelief. Look, folks, I like action films, and I know there is some disbelief that you can let go, but Taken 2 was really horrible at that, trying to make you believe in anything that happened there. Now, Taken 3 is better than 2, but you still have a few moments going, really? Try to really make you believe, in what's going on. And you need at least a little bit of grounding in an action film. They do try to explain some scenes away, particularly a car going over the edge with a particular character and how that character survived. They do try to explain that way later, but even you're going, yeah, okay, I guess we'll give you that. But, really, this film was not needed, and while the action sequences, some of them were entertaining, and Brian Mills still showing he can kick much tail, that's about it. The story was weak, it was predictable, you could see it coming from a mile away if you paid attention to the first 10 minutes. If you could kind of decipher what was going on, you knew who was behind everything by halfway through the film at least. So, if you like Forrest Whitaker and Liam Neeson and want to see kick much ass, wait till Taken 3 comes out on rental and rent it through Netflix, $1 day at the video rental place if you still have one by you. But this definitely is not worth the price of admission. I'm giving it 1.5 stubs, and that's 3/4 stubs for Liam and 3/4 stubs for Forrest Whitaker, but even they couldn't save this movie that should have never have happened. And let's hope the movie poster does actually ring truth in that it ends here. Hopefully it does end here, because I think, it just takes away from the power of the first one. And that'll about do it for us here at The Final Cut. If you've seen Taken 3, leave your comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts on it. And until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.